them off. The Chargers, who have an exceptional quarterback in Justin Herbert. Now, this week they go against the Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, that have a very, very good offense and have some great weapons. So what I'm saying this week, the shot I am going to call on Joe Barry and that Green Bay Packers defense, because that defense, again, they haven't been lights out, but last week they played well. They were the aggressor last week. You talk about dog of the week. They had a lot of dogs of the week last week, started with Rashawn Gary and the rest of that crew. So my shot that I am calling is this. The Green Bay Packers will hold Travis Kelce under 80 yards receiving this week.
Now, I need the game, Kyle. I need the game. Call your shot. Call the game.
Calling our shot on one thing.
I don't give no damn about Travis Kelce.
I thought we were calling our shot on what's going to happen. Well, on the game, the Packers going to win, baby.
You sound like Waterboy. Mud Dogs are going to win 30-27. That's what it's going to be.
The Packers, I'm telling you right now, I'm excited about this game, and I talked about this yesterday, is this night game atmosphere. The last time I was at a night game for the Green Bay Packers, it was against the Detroit Lions. You were sitting there very, very upset. The atmosphere was meh. There were a lot of Lions fans in the building because I believe it was a Milwaukee game, and people sold their tickets because it was during the week, a Thursday night game. And that atmosphere was very dry. It wasn't loud. You didn't feel the intensity. But the team did not give us fans a reason to get loud, a reason to be proud, a reason to cheer. They did not give that. But right now, the Green Bay Packers have momentum. The fans now have confidence, just like the team has confidence. And I believe that the atmosphere that we have at Lambeau, the mystique, the tradition, is going to be a cold game. This is the type of atmosphere that us in Green Bay, us in Lambeau love, that we live for. That game on Sunday night is going to be raucous in the crowd, and I think the Packers are going to find a way to get the upset and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the shot that I'm calling, is that the fans will play a role. Lambeau will play a role in the victory that they're going to have, and they're going to shock the world, baby.
All right, so with that, as you know, $100 has been pledged by myself for every Jordan Love touchdown, rush, or pass the rest of the season. How many Jordan Love touchdowns in this Packers upset do you have?
Jordan Love touchdowns. I'm going to go with...
they're going to throw the upset. You can throw a big number out there.
Here's the thing. Aaron Jones is out. He's not going to be playing, right?
Aaron Jones was out against the Lions.
Well, I know, but again, trying to figure out what we're going to be doing on the ground, who's going to getting the ball. And so I'll say this. He'll have a total of 3 touchdowns on Sunday night. He'll have a total of 3. So we're looking at probably 2 passing, 1 rushing touchdown. That's what I'm going to say, a total of 3 touchdowns.
The way I read that is, Kyle, on Sunday Karma with Craig Karmazin 10 to noon, they placed a wager on over, 4.5 rushing touchdowns for Jordan Love on the season?
Yes.
And he's been stuck at 2 for quite some time. I would agree, though. I think he's due for a touchdown with his legs.
He is, and also in this game here, this is what I love. What we saw last week when he's playing with swag, when he's playing with confidence, when they faked the run play and he was able to keep it on that play, that was excellent. That was Jordan Love playing with swagger and actually seeing the field very well and executing plays. He ran downfield for 30 yards. I'm hope he's able to do the zone replay this week and find some success and hopefully score a touchdown. But again, I think Jordan Love will have a total of 3 touchdowns at this game.
800-990-3776. That's the number to call us, to call your shot. What do you think the game score is going to be? Who's going to win? And how many Jordan Love touchdowns as I start the journey to donating $100 to Guarding Against Cancer for every Jordan Love touchdown? 800-990-3776, and the text line is down, so on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, you can send your predictions there. Hilsey chimes in, being a jerk, saying, it's fish in the microwave day, baby. Kyle, you're one of the few defenders of the fish in the microwave.
I'm not one of the few. There's a lot of people that defend it. There's a lot of people.
I'm not going to go down that road.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of good people who are defending the fish in the microwave. Matter of fact, when I came into the office the next day after we had that conversation, many people said they agree with me. It is a slippery slope when it comes to dictating who can heat up what and what you can put in the microwave. It's a very slippery slope. And let me tell you, if anybody gives me any pushback when I do heat up our fish in 2 weeks, I promise you, if I smell something in that kitchen that I do not like that somebody cooks, I am going to tattle. I am going to tell. No, yeah, Karen. Yeah, sure. I'm Karen. Listen,
mark that. He's Karen.
The energy you put out is the energy you return. So whoever was the person that wanted to be all upset about that fish in the microwave, oh, boy, you just created a monster.
On YouTube at ESP Milwaukee, Nick chimes in, KC 35, GB 17. and that's me being optimistic. Now, I'm somewhere in the middle there. I think this is a comeback-to-earth game for the Green Bay Packers. They've won 3 of the last 4, which is a great step in getting their playoff chances where it needs to be. Now, I don't think their playoff chances go that much further down because of the next 5 games after the Kansas City Chiefs. I have like 31-24, 31-23. I, too, see a game in which, again, this is a Kansas City Chiefs team that is a Super Bowl defending champion. Now, they have their bumps, but this also is a very, very good Kansas City Chiefs defense. Everyone thinks Patrick Mahomes. But this is going to be a tough test for Jordan Love. Can he go back-to-back primetime games and deliver what he did on Turkey Time? It's hard for me to see that happening. I think that he's still going to get me 2 touchdowns. I think $200 is going to be going to guarding against cancer. But I think, again, the Packers versus the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, it's hard for me to say, you know what, I'm that confident in back-to-back. Because if we're being realistic, we had an entire conversation about these last 2 games of the Chiefs and the Lions, and a lot of people were in the mindset of these games were going to be 2 losses. And they still had hopes of making the playoffs. They accomplished 1. Anything that's better than my 31 whatever prediction is gravy. It's just gravy on top. If they find a way to win, then I might as well get my Speedo on and wear it for the rest of the shows that we do, because I'm jumping in Lake Michigan. If they find their way to beat the Chiefs on Sunday, their playoff chances go up astronomically because of the dog water schedule that they have of playing the New York Giants, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Carolina Panthers, Minnesota Vikings, and the Chicago Bears as their last 5 games. 800-990-3776. That's where you can call us to call your shot. What's your score prediction? How many Jordan Love touchdowns? And you tell us why it's going to happen. 800-990-3776.
It's an unfortunate thing that we aren't going to have Aaron Jones in this game, because I do think running the ball against this Chiefs defense will allow for the Packers to control the clock just a little bit to keep the Chiefs offense off the field. But again, Ben, I think right now when you're talking in past tense of what the Chiefs were. And yes, they are the defending Super Bowl champions, and we should respect them as so. But the one thing that we're always concerned about when we play other teams is what weapons do they have offensively. And another thing we're concerned about, what do we talk about with this Packers defense? What do they struggle at? Stopping the run. The Packers don't have to worry about stopping the run this week. They don't have a menacing rushing attack that you have to deal with the Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, we've thought that about a bunch of different teams. That's the only thing I'm going to caution with.
And I understand that. And then when it comes to offensive weapons and receivers, yes, they have Travis Kelce. But as I said before, the Packers have defended tight ends very well. And so the thing that makes this game so balanced for me is that the Chiefs don't have these overwhelming offensive weapons that they can throw at the Green Bay Packers defense that they just cannot stop. So that's what gives me hope, the fact that the Packers actually have an opportunity to compete. And also, this is not the same Chiefs team of last year that's putting up a whole bunch of points. This team played the Broncos, and I know opponent versus opponent, each week is very different, but they only put up 9 points against the Denver Broncos. I know they scored 31 last week, but this Chiefs team is not the same Chiefs team, which makes me believe that the Packers playing at the level that they have a great opportunity to compete and also win this football game. So don't
sometimes in those
be optimistic.
But here's the thing: sometimes in those conversations it's not. I mean, the Packers are still 5-6.
I mean, yeah, okay, and the Broncos were what?
So
the Broncos were on like a 6-game losing streak against the.
But again, you're talking about the other teams. The Chiefs have found ways to continue to win despite them not playing well. Rob chimes in. He's got 31-27 Chiefs, but 3 TDs for Love. And here's the best news of the day. Just got the text right now. And I will get this up on Twitter. I'll pin it to my profile. Here's how everyone can get involved, because I want to see Kyle's ass jump in Lake Michigan with me. We got to start raising money.
We got to start raising money.
Hit the fireworks, baby. Hit the fireworks there, Chris. All you got to do, man, a lot of high scores right now coming in on ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube. All you got to do is go to touchdownsforlove.com. That's touchdowns, F-O-R, love.com.
I'm going to try it right now to see if it works.
Oh, you can trust me. We purchased the URL, touchdownsforlove.com. It will send you right to the Ben Bruss Guarding Against Cancer money-raising page. As I've said, every touchdown for Jordan Love, $100 to Guarding Against Cancer. That will be matched by Coach Guard.
My goodness, touchdownsforlove.com. Brought me to this beautiful looking page.
Okay, you scared me. You made a face where it almost like it was going to work. what's the most shocking thing that you see there?
Well, that ugly mug you have.
I was gonna say I tossed on the J Love jersey.
You know what, Ben? I'm very
I look good in that one, by the way.
I'm very proud of you. Actually, I'm very proud that you put on the J Love. It looks like you're like coming around. I feel like on J Love, you were a doubter of him at the beginning of the season. You wanted to see more.
He's easy to like.
You should. He's
so easy to like.
I mean, you went from wanting to pick on him when you saw him out eating during your birthday to now you probably.
I still would probably do something if I saw him out.
But it would actually probably come from a place of like happiness and good, not of a place of let me just mess with him, versus a place of, oh, look at J Love, what's up?
Call your shot, 800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin phone line because you can't text. You can get your comments in on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee.
You know how I know that you are a closeted Packers fan?
Why is that?
It's because you have put on Packers jerseys. You have supported the Packers. Like, I really feel like deep down, you're a Packer fan. You just don't want to admit it. You're a Packer fan, aren't you?
So I know you're a fan
of whatever team you bet on, but
for sure.
I think you're a Packer fan.
But like I've said, when you live in a state for so long, you become, assimilated in the culture.
I mean, this is a good step in the right direction.
My biggest gripe is I can't stand Goody. I still can't stand Goody. He's done a lot of good, like, right now it looks good, but if you look back, there's some crap that he's done that's hard to get over.
He's done a lot of terrible things for the Green Bay Packers, but, I mean, you're really coming around. You got a little Jordan Love Packers jersey on. I like that. Maybe what we should do, we should take this picture, and we should post it, and we should tag Matt LaFleur and let him know what the link is, potentially so he can get involved, so he can see that you support any quarterback that has ever been a Packers quarterback, whether it's Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, Brett Favre, or even Lynn Dickey.
Who is not black.
800-990-3776.
Call us, and I can't wait to read the comments to all of you on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Call your shot. What's the score? How many Jordan Love touchdowns? And again, touchdownsforlove.com. That's where we can get the donate. We're live. We are live. Donations can be live, and I will be donating on Sunday, real time, for each Jordan Love touchdown, matched by Greg Gard. I'm coming on Sunday Karma with Kyle, and Craig Karma's in from 10 to noon. I don't think he's listening. You think I can strong arm into a little match action?
Match action? Yeah, you know why? Because I know you guys went out to Vegas. Didn't he, do something as well?
Yeah, but good call. That's my leverage.
Yeah, you can't do it for
you can't do it for the roulette wheel. Yeah, exactly. You gotta do it for cancer.
You gotta do it for cancer. If you could do it out in Vegas to give the money to the house, you can do it for cancer. That's a great cause. He has no choice but to do it now.
There it is. Call your shot. Who steals the show? Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, the Kelsey Swift combo, or keep calling your shot on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. We'll hear from you next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, presented by Bud Light.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, yep. He's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
The standards have been set from quarterbacks that have been here before us, and you're trying to continue to raise your game until you get to that bar.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
You're going to evolve throughout the course of the season. It's always the fine line of what's too much.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
Jordan Love's first NFL start came in a loss to the Chiefs 2 years ago, where he posted a 69.5 passer rating, threw for 190 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Love says he's watched the game film plenty of times and was his primary study guide heading into last season.
I watched it a lot that offseason for sure. Obviously, that was my only kind of reps. That game was important for me, just being able to see those experiences, see where I need to be going with the ball placement, on things like that. So I watched it back that offseason. I was able to learn a lot just from that film.
Love and the Packers get another crack at Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs on Sunday night, this time at Lambeau Field. Kickoff is set for 7:20.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Get real and keep it real this holiday season by buying real Christmas trees. Did you know that buying real Christmas trees helps save the American Christmas tree farming industry? For every 10 Christmas trees planted, an acre of land is saved. And so are American farmers' jobs. Plus, buying real Christmas trees helps keep real holiday memories alive while helping our environment. Buy real Christmas trees this holiday season at Lowe's or wherever Christmas trees are sold. Get more information online at GetRealKeepItReal.com.
Oh, not this song again.
Hello, Sarah. Real quick, if you had to choose, would you listen to elevator music all day or deal with payroll compliance?
Oh, payroll compliance for sure.
Wait, really?
Staying compliant is so much easier with Gusto. Gusto automatically calculates my taxes and files with all the right agencies for me.
That actually sounds great.
Hold up. Can Gusto help my small business with compliance too?
Of course they can.
Choose payroll compliance without the ups and downs. Visit gusto.com/radio to sign up for free.
Celebrate Wisconsin hospitality at a Buck and Honey's location near you. You can give your friends or loved ones a memorable experience with a Buck and Honey's gift card. Or treat yourself. For every $100 in gift cards purchased, you'll get $20 back to use at Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, or the new location in Mount Horeb. Oh, don't forget to make yourself reservations for the holidays. Offer availability between November 15th and December 31st. Locally owned and operated. We'll see you at Buck and Honey's.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. It's time for you to call your shot. 800-990-3776 if you want to call in. Text line is down, which means you have to go to YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, stream Kyle Brust and Nortman, and you can get involved like Movement Hoops does. Packers win 28-17. Jordan Love, 3 TDs, passing, and 1 rushing. No juice for A.J. Dillon there. No goal line rushes there. All Jordan Love. Ron S. I wonder who Ron S. is.
I have
Ron in the key chimes in, calling my shot. Kyle flip-flops again on Monday after the Packers lose big with mental errors, bad throws, and dropped balls.
Why are you trying to steal my joy? Why can't, listen, if you're not a Packer fan, just not be a Packer fan. Just say it. Listen, us Packer fans, we should be excited. Why would you expect me to come on the radio after the Green Bay Packers have won 3 of the last 4 games and be all a sour person, all like, I don't know, I should be a pessimist? No, the Packers have won 3 of the last 4 games. Jordan Love has looked good doing it. This team looks a lot better. We're all of a sudden seeing young receivers emerge as potential prospects who could be really good guys for the future. Why would I not be excited? Why would I not be optimistic? Why would I not be all gung-ho about this team? Please explain to me why it's a problem that I'm excited about a team that has won 75% of their last 4 games.
Because you said they've only won 75% of their last 4 games. Usually if you say 75%, you're going to use a bigger sample size. If I'm just being honest, it sounds good.
They've won 3 of the last 4.
That sounds better.
They've won 3 of the last 4.
To me, that sounds better than 75% because I was like, 75%. If they did that over, 12 games, I'd be like, damn.
They beat a first-place team.
I thought you were going to keep going.
They beat a $50 million quarterback in Justin Herbert. They beat a guy who's one of the top sackers in football.
You can't fall for it. You fell for hook, line, and sinker. You fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Don't let Ron S., who will not be called Ron in the Key anymore, since we don't have the text line working. If you're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, Ron S. is chiming in, and he's just trolling. Don't let him get to you. Here's why I do believe the Chiefs will win.
Oh, come on now. Why?
Look.
I mean, it's logical. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, like, don't act like when I say that, I mean, what? What? What?
Let me put the fan back in.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, real talk. This team, I believe they are 8-3, if I'm not mistaken.
They are.
Like, they're 8-3 for a reason. And when I'm listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning on my way in, I'm hearing Mark Chmura talk about a guy that I'm always impressed with every single time that I watch it. I watch the Chiefs a lot because they're on primetime. But you really dial it in when you see the Chiefs and the Packers play, or you see the Chiefs off a bye. Andy Reid is a really, really good coach, right? Like they're not rocking with a ton of weapons either. They got Travis Kelce, and then they got a lot of bums that Patrick Mahomes is trying to work with right now. One of which is a homecoming for MVS who had some trouble and needs to stick him, grip him on his hands. My point is they're 8-3 with all of those issues. They've been able to overcome the offense not being that great because they have a top 10 defense. Now you can argue the Packers do as well. But this is a game in prime time where Andy Reid, with time to prepare for a young team like the Green Bay Packers, I just give the edge to a Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid-led team right now in a game like this. And it's okay for the Packers to lose this one. This season, we said, is going to be up and down. And with those ups and downs, if there's any time to take a loss, it is a time to take right now against the Chiefs team after a big win against the Lions, because then you regroup and you have 5 opponents in which you are, boom, able to rattle off, I'd say 4 or 5 and still get in the playoffs.
No, I absolutely do agree with that. But I'm just saying, when you look at this Chiefs team, if you're talking about an opportunity to actually beat the Chiefs, this is your opportunity to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. When you look at what they've done so far this year, they've done enough just to win football games. That's exactly what it is. They haven't blown anybody out the water. They've done enough just to win football games.
But that's what good football teams do.
That is exactly what good football teams do. And you played a team last week in the Detroit Lions that has been doing the exact same thing and blowing teams out the water.
I was going to say they've been pounding people.
And then they found a way to win against the I believe the Buccaneers too. They beat the Buccaneers and the Bears and barely beat them. They found a way to win both.
Yes,
those
they
games.
had some ugly
wins,
scrape buys.
And so what I'm saying is this: is the Green Bay Packers can hit the Chiefs in the mouth the same way that they hit the Lions in the mouth, that's going to get out to a great start. The Green Bay Packers have a strong possibility in this game if they are able to just execute. The talent gap, yes, it's there. It's definitely there. The experience gap is there. But here's the thing, man. One thing I love about a young team, they don't know what they don't know. Last week, they go into Detroit not realizing, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't win this football game. They just put it all out on the field. And that's why I said they're playing with house money yesterday, because of the fact that they have nothing to lose. You just said it. When a team has nothing to lose in a game, they can go out there and play loose. They can play free. And they can go out there and just have fun and come away with the victory. When I say have fun, not just, ooh, have fun. No, go out
like
there.
Our office?
No,
Making friendship places?
I am not taking any more shots.
You're not taking the bait?
I love my teammates.
So you baited me yesterday into going off.
I did, but listen, I'm not. I love my teammates. They can do what they want to do. If it's approved by their boss, go ahead and do it. I'm not.
I like being on YouTube because now I point up and I'm just letting everyone know that's up there. Rudy from Sheboygan chimes in. My guy, hashtag in Ben we brust. Now, T-Bone Sports here on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Since our text line is down, you can call us 800-990-3776. It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. No Nortman, just Brust and Kyle. Maybe we do have to change that. It's a little weird that I go Brust and Kyle. Wallace and Brust? I don't know. I kind of like Kyle. Like, you're just like, you're Kyle.
Yeah, I am Kyle. I'm good with it.
Good, because on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, T-Bone Sports chimes in and says top 3 receiving core in the NFL.
Green Bay Packers?
I don't know if he's talking about the Packers or the Kansas City Chiefs, but that's wrong.
Well, no, he's calling his shot. He's calling his shot.
Hey, you know what? I did say call your shot.
And here's my thing. I honestly believe this. And again, I might be high off Packers right now, which is okay. I'm high off love. I'm high off everything I'm saying. If the Packers may not have the top 3 receiving core right now, but at the end of this season, when you look at the teams, you look at some of the receiving cores that are going to be out there, you might not be surprised to see the Green Bay Packers as one of the teams that they're talking about, saying they have a lot of young up-and-coming weapons. If Christian Watson can continue to play like he did last week, watch out, especially this week.
Yeah. that's the thing, is I think they have a potential, but when we talk top 3, that's loony land talk.
But, okay, fine. But Christian Watson, I'm telling you.
Off the top of my head, I can just, yesterday, had two was receiving cores better than the Chiefs and the Packers.
Oh, boys.
Seattle, Dallas, Philadelphia, Miami. These are just coming off the top of my head.
Okay, Ben. Thank you. Thanks for killing our vibes here.
I'm not trying to kill the vibes.
No, you are trying to kill the vibes.
I'm trying to be real.
You put on a Jordan Love jersey today. You need to be a supporter nonstop. That ain't no about this.
I am, and actually in the YouTube chat, I should probably put in touchdownsforlove.com, because again, we can get the donation started, and I will be doing it on Sunday as these touchdowns happen, as the Jordan Love touchdowns happen. I will be donating the $100. So
as it happens,
not every week,
because my bank account set up that way. I mean, if it is, it is. I ain't in your pockets.
They take credit card.
Okay, now you gonna pay the extra fee too.
Oh, I gotta check on that.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Either way, I'm getting the donations going.
You should definitely.
So Buddy B chimes in with a good point. As we were saying, call your shot, and you know what? Call your shot has evolved to anything. Score, Jordan Love touchdowns, thoughts, your predictions. Isaiah Pacheco, he runs hard. He's going for 100+. Buddy B says, and again, he hasn't been that great, Kyle. But neither had Najee Harris.
Najee Harris, I guess, is a proven back in the NFL.
Oh, see when
he's rushed for 1,000 yards multiple times in his career, I believe.
You're making stuff up.
No, he's
probably at 2.5 yards to carry.
Chris, how many 1,000-yard rushing seasons does Najee Harris have?
Does he have?
Yeah.
0, I think.
I think he had at least one.
And Kyle making stuff up now.
Najee Harris, this is his 4th year, isn't it?
I'm on it right now. I can't believe I'm looking up Najee Harris's stats.
He had like 1,100 and some touchdowns his rookie year, and then he backed.
Damn! Kyle Moore's know than our Pittsburgh fan back there. Rookie year, 1,200 yards, 1034 last year.
All right, so I'm just saying, but for real though. I do think the Green Bay Packers have an opportunity to stop the run game. The run game is not something that the Chiefs try to always establish. So with that, the Packers have a chance, again, to slow down the running game. In the way the defensive backfield has played, there's an opportunity there. It's not out the realm of possibility that the Green Bay Packers can pull off this upset.
Here's where we're going to go next. We're going to get the KBN Academy, and we're going to keep hearing all of your shots. So get your shots coming in. Call your shot for Sunday. And this could be part of it, too, because we have it on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Who steals the show? Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, or the Swift-Kelsey duo? And Kyle and I are anti-Swift. Not as talented as many people think. She's relatable. Her lyrics hit people in the feels.
Listen, she's a great writer.
But she's not a good singer,
writer.
Not a good performer, and not a great dancer.
I can sing better than her.
Oh, damn.
I'm for real.
KBN Academy next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
It's Monday.
It is
back, baby.
And you got, how do I say this correctly? Some tightened weave.
Careful. Oh, see, now you gonna get in trouble.
Tightened weave?
You don't know what
That's
weave
your best shot at it?
I don't even.
Tighten braids?
My dreads got retwisted.
Presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda Service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
LabCorp Clinical Trials is changing to a new name, Fortrea. While the name may be different, Fortrea combines decades of great experience and professionalism with new opportunities for clinical trial participation. It's more than a mission and more than a new name. Fortrea is dedicated to moving healthcare forward. To learn more about the future of healthcare and upcoming clinical trials, visit us at fortreaclinicaltrials.com. That's FORTREA clinicaltrials.com.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Just be natural. Try to roll around in it gracefully and not like a puppy.
Maria's photography studio is zooming into a flurry of projects.
Where did I put that memory card?
She needs an assistant to keep business in focus.
Hang on while I change the external flash. Oh,
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're just tuning in, this is Fan 23, Fansville's #1 sports radio station.
Brought to you by Tasty Dr. Pepper.
We are settling the great debate, best third quarter snack, hot dogs or nachos?
You know my mantra, Doug.
Yes.
Meaty early, cheesy late.
Well, it looks like we have a caller here to weigh in. Is this Chuck?
Popcorn in the third is the move.
What?
You go with passive snacking after halftime.
No, it's nachos.
Look, as long as there's an ice cold Dr. Pepper there to wash it down, I'm good with either. Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Prize Picks, the most fun I've had, winning up to 25x on my money during the football season, and now I get to play during the basketball season as well. You get to select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and you just place an entry. Pretty simple. And now you get to pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that includes 2 or more players from different sports or leagues. So for me, I'm going to go Jordan Love, and then I'll go Giannis and Dalla Dame. If I want to go 3-pointers made, rushing touchdowns, can do it. Prize Picks is that simple to play. Testing my skills on Prize Picks this season is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what makes Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app.
Go to prizepicks.com/WI and use code WI for a first deposit match up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/WI, code WI.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Green Bay Packers hoodie, getting compliments on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Text line down. You can call us 800-990-3776. But we're reading your comments on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, streaming Kyle Bruston Nortman. As I'm Ben Brust, he's Kyle Wallace. No Brad Nortman, Chris Larson running the show. Now, we were going to do the KBN Academy. That will be moving to the next segment because when you hear somebody say that they can sing better than Taylor Swift, somebody who's on a tour, just got back from South America, and I believe is going to be at Lambeau Field this Sunday. You have to at least prove yourself. And so, if I asked you what song do you feel most confident in singing of Taylor Swift, what would it be?
Probably "We Are Never Getting Back Together."
Okay,
so that's
wonderful.
Very basic. The song kind of basic. Anybody can sing. It's a sing along.
Well, isn't that not much different than how you feel about Taylor Swift as an artist?
Accurate. Yep.
So Chris Larson, I believe, during the break was able to find a "We Are Never Getting Back Together" YouTube with no singing. So we are going to decide if Kyle Wallace is better at singing this song than Taylor Swift. Chris, whenever you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Here we go. Kyle Wallace as Taylor Swift.
You gonna count me in? Is that how it go? I remember when we broke up. This is it, I'm enough. I just want the main part. We haven't seen each other in a month.
You're actually doing good.
When you said you needed space, then you come around again and say, baby, I miss you. I swear I'm gonna change, trust me. Remember how that lasted for a day?
Hey!
I say I hate you. We break up, you call me. I love you something anyway.
Hey!
Something. We called it off.
Come on, keep going.
Yeah, wait, where are we at? Here we go. Ready? I'm ready. Here we go.
You just want the chorus.
Yeah, I just want the chorus. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk. Oh, that's.
Oh, you were off.
You were off. I'm off. I was off. Go back, Chris. Go back to the thing.
No, time out. We'll do quick timeout here. Let's go to Diana McGuanago, who called in because she is your biggest fan.
I want another shot at the chorus, Chris. I want a shot at the chorus.
800-990-3776. Diana McGuanago, Kyle's #1 fan. Is he still your #1 after that performance?
Yes, he is. He still sounds better than Taylor Swift.
Dang, Skippy.
Also, I think Mahomes is going to steal the show, but I pray to God it is Jordan Love, so they stop talking garbage about him.
Who's talking garbage? I mean, honestly, who's talking garbage?
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that talk negativity about him. I'm so tired of listening to it.
Even after the last 3-4 weeks, they're still trying to find reasons to poke at him?
See, to me, if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, then don't say it at all.
Yeah, I should probably take notes on that one. Thank you, Diana and McGuanago. Kyle's #1 fan. So, how about you want me to join in?
No, I just don't even want. I don't even want the music in the background.
I want to sing with you.
We want to do the hook with me because listen, I just know the hook.
I mean, we should get the music in the background. Chris, you just got to guide us.
Yeah.
Tell us when.
Yeah, start it right before the hook.
Are never.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it right before the hook here, so you guys are gonna hear when it kicks in.
I mean, we're not music artists.
I mean, I'm better actually a cappella than she probably is a cappella, but we're gonna make it happen. You ready, Ben? Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. Oh, we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
There we go.
We're just as good as her.
We really are. We really are.
Jared chimes in on YouTube. I would listen to an album from Kyle any day of the week over Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, baby.
David chimes in. Hearing you sing this gives me emotions again I haven't felt in years.
You're welcome.
I'm so into this. We're here. We're here for
Look
that.
at that. Goats.
Goat emojis.
We the goats.
On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee.
Never, ever, ever.
I almost feel like we could have also. I feel like we could have done not trying to sing like Taylor Swift and made it sound better. You want to duet and just go freestyle?
I was thinking.
We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. Woo! We are never, ever, ever.
What is it, baby?
Getting back together.
Oh my gosh. We need
Lord have mercy.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? We need a better high five.
We do.
Slap hands.
Oh man, I'm impressed with us, Ben.
Me too.
I didn't know you could hold a little note like that.
I mean, I could do a certain amount.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I could be anyone in the world, I'd probably be Hugh Jackman. I love The Greatest Showman so much. I love musicals. You may not know this, but my brother played college soccer, but he was also in high school doing soccer, and he was in the show choir, and he was in plays.
John?
No, Steven, my other brother. Oh. Hell no, not that dumbass. You kidding me? Steven was Ren in Footloose. So I grew up.
Never seen.
I mean, you know what Footloose is. Tonight I gotta cut loose.
Yeah.
Footloose.
Yeah.
And the musical version has different songs, and I still sing with him at family holidays.
I love it.
And so I'll have to take some video of us dancing, singing. I ain't gonna do it right now, but I tell you what.
Honestly, we did well. We did very well.
David chimes in who says we made him feel emotions again for the first time in 50 years. It somehow got better.
No, it did without trying to follow.
Yeah, we don't need to be Taylor. We're us.
That's the problem. See, when you have an average vocalist trying to lead you, you can't follow that. You gotta go do your own path. And when we did our own path, set up our own path, we sounded really good. We sounded really good. I want to do that again someday.
Josh from Heartland chimes in. He was the official, unofficial voice coach of Scalzo and Brust, but now he is our executive producer of our new album, Kyle and Brust.
Love it.
Nortman's going to be playing the percussion or something.
I mean,
I have a feeling he ain't going to help our...
He's a background singer.
Yeah, like, it's okay. Everyone's got a role.
Everybody has a special role.
At some point, Kyle and I are going to be fighting for stardom and the lead singer.
I mean, we know how this is going to win, but ain't nobody come here to see you, Ben.
He wants us to sing the next headline with him on Wilde and Tausch for headlines.
I'll do it.
I'm game.
Listen, I think I can sing. Like, that's why I can judge Taylor Swift. I think I can hold a note, so I'm down to do it. Just let me know where I got to call in, what I got to do, and I'm down to do it.
Never, ever, ever getting back together. We will be right back on KBN doing the Academy. You go talk to your friends, stay on the dial, go to YouTube. Oh, so we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see
This is
you
Kyle
soon.
Brust and Nortman, presented by Bud Light.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
I'm about being...
You're not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every
wild.
time I ask you to do something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking so, why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? What if I could still be free with a lady?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. Wisconsin men's basketball coach Greg Gard was on Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin earlier this week and talked about the tough matchup coming up tomorrow at the Kohl Center against number 3 Marquette.
It's great for the state. It's great for the game of basketball in the state. You know, that's how I look at it. Our state and the game of basketball is going to be center stage nationally. It'll have a big spotlight on it.
Get ready for the matchup with a special edition of Saturday Tip-Off beginning at 9 a.m. from Echo Tap in Madison on ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison.
Unwrap your gift now, but pay later. Right now at Pella, put no money down, no payment, and no interest for up to 18 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Sunday. You take a morning walk to pick up burgers and beers. You tidy the house for 10 fellow football fans. And your biggest chore? Loading the Bud Light into the fridge. It all pays off because nothing is as easy to enjoy as a Sunday full of football. And beer. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Zimbrick Chevrolet.
When was the last time you had your oil changed or your tires rotated? Do you need new tires, a battery, perhaps some windshield wipers? Zimbrick Chevrolet Service Center is equipped to help you with routine maintenance, major repairs, and everything in between. Get your free battery inspection coupon and schedule an appointment today at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't overpay. Shop at Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Main Street, Sun Prairie, Zimbrick Chevrolet.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Today, football is a game of sound. What if you couldn't hear your coach's play calls? What if you couldn't hear the referee's whistle? For deaf and hard of hearing athletes like me, these what-ifs are a reality. But with the AT&T 5G helmet, now we can see play calls just like the other teams hear them.
Connect the player, change the game. Learn more at att.com/5G helmet. Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
AT&T is a proud supporter of the Gallaudet Bison. AT&T 5G helmet not for sale.
Celebrate Wisconsin hospitality at a Buck & Honey's location near you. You can give your friends or loved ones a memorable experience with a Buck & Honey's gift card. Or treat yourself. For every $100 in gift cards purchased, you'll get $20 back to use at Buck & Honey's in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, or the new location in Mount Horeb. Oh, don't forget to make yourself reservations for the holidays. Offer availability between November 15th and December 31st. Locally owned and operated. We'll see you at Buck & Honey's.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Why'd you come back with our version?
Getting back
Your version's going up online later.
That's fair. Kyle Brust and Nortman. No Nortman. She stinks.
Who?
Taylor.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, I said this. She's like T-Pain, right? T-Pain has his own specific special way of using auto-tune to make music. And so even the beginning of that song, when she's kind of like talking and singing at the same time, she's not singing. She's performing and putting on a show. It's like watching a musical. That is not real music.
We'll have to get. I mean, we watched them yesterday. It was Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande actually sing.
Yeah, my girl Ariana.
I mean, they have like vocal talent.
Yeah, that's it. I don't listen to each their own. I'm glad y'all like watching somebody move her hips slowly and offbeat on stage.
That's some real haterade stuff.
I just call it how I see it. I'm not even being a hater. I'm just breaking it down.
Well, put your cape on. It's time to go to the KBN Academy.
In radio, our goal's pretty simple.
Just so you know, you really suck.
Have an A show or an F show.
Hey, I'll decide who sucks around here.
The same goes for topics in this next segment. This is the KBN Academy.
Those that can't do, teach.
It is the KBN Academy where we have some questions. We have to give an A or an F. There's no B's, C's, or D's or anywhere in between. You're Professor Wallace. You see him with his nice master's degree cape on. I have a bachelor's degree that should be taken away from me, so I don't get any cool props. Let's start here.
Cool.
What's so cool about that?
You just said cool, so I chimed in with cool there.
Oh, that works. On a recent episode on his YouTube show Nightcap with Chad Johnson, formerly Ocho Cinco, Shannon Sharp, they revealed that he brushes his teeth on average somewhere between 7 and 10 times a day, adding that he goes through a tube of toothpaste every week. A or F, that is too much brushing.
That's F. His teeth are fake. Do you realize you're not supposed to overbrush like that? That can actually, like, destroy your enamel. This is not in your gums. This is stupidity. This is I don't know why Shannon Sharp went on TV and told that lie, and I don't know why Shannon Sharp trying to act like his teeth ain't fake. I just don't understand. Them teeth is way too bright and too white to be real. To think that somebody's going to believe the fact that you brush your teeth 7 times a day, your dentist would tell you to stop. Like, legitimately, they will say, do not do that. You're using a toothpaste, one tube of toothpaste in a week.
All right, you're very passionate about this. I'm going to trust you on this
one.
It's
an F.
How about A or F?
You have no thoughts on this?
I mean, it's crazy. Like I'm fine with, like, whenever you summarize something I agree with, I don't need to, like, say the same thing.
All right, I just want to make sure
you know
we're on
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
page.
A or F?
We're bonding today.
You've gone more than a day without brushing your teeth.
Oh, yeah, that's A.
Okay, good. We're bonding, too. What's the longest you've gone?
Oh, I didn't leave the house. I've probably gone 2 days, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say 2 days. I've probably gone at least 30 hours. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, so say today. Say I don't do anything tomorrow, which I do have something to do tomorrow. I may not brush my teeth again until Sunday. It's disgusting. I understand.
How are you going to sit up here and get at Chad Johnson for his teeth brushing habits?
Shannon Sharp, he brushes too much.
Shannon Sharp that?
Yeah,
okay.
Shannon.
Regardless, I mean, I've gone 3 days.
Oh.
So I wasn't going to sit here and get at you too bad.
3 days.
But it was in the pandemic.
Oh, man, this what did you turned into a degenerate during the pandemic, didn't you?
I just turned into a slob.
Man.
I wore the same sweatpants every day. I mean, this was bad, Kyle. I would play Call of Duty from when the show ended at 6 o'clock to about 2 a.m.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I would wake up at 6 a.m. and play from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then I would work from home until 6 p.m. and do it all over again. It got bad.
And did you leave your bedroom? You just peed in the bottle?
No. I took over the living area with my 2 roommates, so they hated me a lot.
You had a female roommate too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Male and a female?
Yeah.
Yeah. I met her before. She said she has all the stories.
She does have all the stories.
I'm at Wisconsin College game day. She said she had. Hey, if you need any good stories, I got them.
She's got all the stories.
Jeez Louise.
Blackmail.
Inconsiderate, huh? You just took over the living room and peed in bottles and said, what if somebody would have picked that bottle up thinking like...
Well, no, the bottles were in my room.
It was in your room?
Don't worry. They were under the bed.
All right, just making sure. But look at you now. You're a lot better. You're a soon-to-be father.
Let's go here. Sports Illustrated named Deion Sanders 2023 Sports Person of the Year. A or F? You agree with this choice?
Oh, I get that F. Come on now. Deion had Lil Wayne. He had P. Diddy. He had the Migos. He had Denzel Washington, Michael B. Jordan. He had everybody becoming a Colorado Buff fan. Everybody going down there, going to a Colorado Buffaloes game was like going to go see the Showtime Lakers. That's what he had that place popping. He is absolutely the sportsman of the year for what he did for college football and what he did for that university as well. He made that university richer. He put them on the map. Matter of fact, our teammate, Ashton, he has a whole, like, Coach Prime hoodie. So Coach Prime, he definitely deserves to be the sportsman of the year. I say, hey.
Congratulations on taking a 0-win team to a 4-win team and really not beating quality opponent all year long.
Did you see the hype train?
That is literally a moral victory of Sportsman of the Year. I love Prime. I like the swag. Like, it was fun. But, like, sooner or later, you got to keep putting up results. And so if they were to turn the program around and then go to the college football playoff, like, 2 years from now, I'd be like, put his ass everywhere. Put him on GQ. Put him on Vogue. Put him on People. I don't even know what magazines there are. I'm running out of magazines. Put them everywhere. Sports Illustrated, ESPN Body Issue. I'll look at Deion. I don't care. My point is, you don't go from 0 to 4 wins and not beat a quality opponent and just have superstars on your sideline and become Sportsman of the Year. Do something good in sports because that's what sports is about. It's about winning, not moral victories.
I will say this, too. Robert Griffin III actually was giving him so much kudos online, too, the Deion Sanders taking a 1-loss team to a 4-8 team this year.
Thank
you,
Chris.
If you look back at the history of Colorado Buffaloes, which anybody can do online, even Robert Griffin III, Mike McIntyre, who was the previous coach at Colorado, he took a 1-win team in 2012 and did what in 2013, his first year? Took him to 4-8.
What happened at TCU last year?
TCU, they were 13-2 last year.
The year before that?
Year before that?
Like 6-6, 5-7, somewhere.
No, I swear they won like 2 games.
Oh, I thought they were like 4 or 5.
It was something ridiculous. Fact check me on that.
5 and 7.
But
maybe.
yeah, Mike McIntyre taking a 1-loss Colorado team.
Did he become Sportsman of the Year? Didn't even sniff it.
Listen,
didn't even sniff it.
What y'all missing is what he did for the culture. That's what I'm saying is what Deion
Then put him on the Culture magazine. This is the Sportsman of the Year.
Look what he did. He took his son from Jackson State to be a Heisman candidate at the start of the season, maybe one of the top quarterbacks coming out. He turned that program into being somewhat relevant in year 1. I give it to him. He had the whole celebrity world, pop culture. He had everybody talking about Colorado football, y'all. This is a big deal. They're in prime time. People staying up till 11, 1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast or in Central Time Zone to watch Colorado football. That is big time of what he did. He changed the culture. I think he deserves
All right. Here we go.
They give awards to anybody, Ben. Anybody.
Reese chimes in on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee as the text line is down. So catch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. That's where we'll be hitting your comments. It's like the new text line. It's like we're like evolving in the radio world here. Love to see it. For someone that hates T Swift, Ben Bruss spends a lot of time talking about her. Lives rent-free in your mind.
Well, here's the thing, though, Ben. It's just the fact everywhere we turn in this dang
Thank
office,
you.
It's Taylor Swift. It's
Thank
Taylor
you.
Swift everywhere. And then
friendship bracelets.
And then just people.
Did you go to this concert? And guess what? Matt LaFleur in his press conference said he heard that Taylor Swift is coming. The head coach of the Green Bay Packers, Reese, is talking about Taylor Swift. We are doing a sports show sometimes here on ESPN Wisconsin. And guess what? Matt LaFleur is someone in sports. He mentioned Taylor Swift. Not rent-free.
Here's the problem. And then on top of that, when I watch the game on Sunday, guess what I'm going to see?
Her.
I'm going to see Taylor Swift when I'm doing Green Bay Game Day. You know what we're probably going to talk about and what people are going to be talking about?
Oh, I mean, so for those who don't know, Kyle Wallace for the Green Bay Game Day pregame show, which will start at 4 o'clock, leading into the Green Bay game on Sunday night.
Yep.
The stage that we have in the trio houses that we own looks out into the parking lot. Now, you've seen a lot more fans of opposing teams than we're used to seeing at Lambeau Field. But are you going to see, like, bedazzled, like,
I swear, no,
jean jackets and friendship bracelets?
Listen, I have nothing against any of these Swifties, but please stay home. Please don't come. Please don't come. Let this be a football game and not let this be a watch
Didn't the
party.
official Swiftie of The Office have on some, like, Taylor Swift, like, NFL shirt?
No idea. Don't know, don't care. Okay, I just hope the fact that, please, if you are a Taylor Swift fan, do not go to Green Bay in Lambeau and take a seat away from a hard-working, real Packer fan just to sit there and look into a press box to see if you can see Taylor Swift. Please don't do it.
Back in 2 minutes, who steals the show? Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, or the aforementioned Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? You choose. You can call us 800-990-3776, or you can hit us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee because we have no text line. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Kyle Brust and Ortman, presented by the official beer of the NFL. Bye-bye.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Mr. Irrelevant. Join Alex Strofe and a featured special guest every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, exclusively streaming on ESPN Madison's social media platforms. And subscribe to hear the Mr. Irrelevant podcast on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts. Starting in Madison, as tomorrow morning we have some in-state action on tap, as the Badgers basketball team will do battle with third-ranked Marquette. Wisconsin has won the last two matchups and looks to add a marquee win to the resume before duels with Michigan State and second-ranked Arizona. Make sure to tune in to our special Saturday tip-off show tomorrow from 9 to 11 as Alex Strofe and Brian D. will break down everything you need to know before Big and Little Brother go at it. Leave it up to you to decide who is who. And then on Sunday, the Badgers football team will figure out where they'll be bowling this December, and the surging Packers get to cap off the night with an interleague showdown as they welcome the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs into town. But while those are still on the horizon, why not live in the present and tune into some Kyle Brust and Nortman, which continues now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rudy chimes in on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. If I were the Packers, I would ban Taylor Swift from the stadium and cite security risks. Y'all see me on YouTube right now? I was going crazy. We're back now, I think. Or I'm frozen. Chris, you want to check that out?
I'll check it out, yep.
We're not about that life, Kyle.
What life is that?
Banning her from the stadium?
Oh, no, we're not going to do that. I mean, the NFL wouldn't allow you to ban her. The NFL likes the storyline. The NFL likes the attention. You're talking about who's going to be at an NFL football game for Sunday Night Football. That is what they want. Attention, attention, attention.
Cameron chimes in on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and says, we need to collab Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Gary Ellerson, who joins the Homer Hour from 5 to 6. A little karaoke. Ask him about that last segment, and he'll know. Well, schedule to appear as Homer or Gary Ellerson, depending on the schedules of both. So we will see as that plays out if we can ask him there. But now we're asking you. You can still call your shot. What's going to be the score of the game? How many Jordan Love touchdowns, as I am getting ready to pledge and donate the $100 for every Jordan Love touchdown scored? Call your shot. What's going to happen? Who's your guy? What do you want to have happen? Or who's going to steal the show? Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, or the Swifties?
And unfortunately, when it comes to this,
are you going to say?
It's
not going to be that bad.
No, it's going to be bad. It is going to be bad. It's going to be very, very bad. You're talking about Taylor Swift coming to the city of Green Bay, and not even a Schwabadon. Like, you're talking about her coming. She wouldn't come anywhere near a place like this because there's no big stadium anywhere in the state. I mean, I guess Lambeau is a big stadium, but it's not big enough in order to host a concert of her capacity, of that large magnitude of Taylor Swift. So the fact that Taylor Swift is coming to the state of Wisconsin, do you know how many Wisconsinites are going to be so excited? I would not be surprised if tailgating is going to be just as popping as it is inside the game before there. Just people coming up there to want to be in the vicinity.
Are people buying tickets just for the idea of seeing her? Because, I mean, I know we're talking about Taylor Swift, and again, everyone's Reese is now in my head. She's living rent-free, as she said Taylor Swift lives rent-free.
You can't be letting these people live rent-free now.
Do you see these videos when she is at the games? Like how crazy it is around her.
Yeah, the fans who are looking.
Like there has to be crazy people who are buying just for the potential of even like looking at her. No. And I don't get it. Like, can you help me wrap my?
You're asking the wrong one.
I literally like not even about Taylor. Say it was Beyonce. Say it was whoever. Like, what are you doing? Just huddling around. She's not gonna like stop and be like, "Hi, nice to meet you." Shake your hand. Like,
even if she
like
did
that's
that,
what I don't get the mobbing of celebrities. Because you don't even get a chance to talk to them.
I'm telling you, I do not understand all the hoopla around this. You aren't going to have an opportunity, like you said, to actually engage and interact with anybody unless, you know, you're hoity-toity. You have opportunity to be in the press box she's going to be in, but probably not. If you're excited to see Taylor, you're probably not going to see Taylor.
So I'm going to hope that Jordan Love steals the show.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be.
Okay. Let me put that to rest because you're picking and who steals the show, the Swifties, aka Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and everything above.
Yes.
I don't think that's going to happen. Like you have the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's big, and we will be losing. We will be losing as a football society if that is the case.
I just want you
to know. It is an L for all of us if that is the storyline.
I just want you to know that Travis Kelce is probably he is more popular now than Patrick Mahomes, a two-time MVP. I believe a two-time Super Bowl MVP as well. He is more popular than Patrick Mahomes. I just want you to know that when they
I know his follower count went up because he's dating her.
When they go to Brazil, you think them folks in Brazil, when she was in South America, knew who Patrick Mahomes was? No, they knew who Travis Kelce was. I'm telling you, he's now a worldwide phenomenon because of who he's dating. And that's why he's the guy. People know who he is more.
You know what? Damn the circus.
It is a circus.
Damn the circus. Like you know how I still believe the Chiefs will win, but like in my heart of hearts now, based off this conversation and based off us singing her songs that are monotone and we make sound better, damn the circus. If the Green Bay Packers put a spanking to the Chiefs, that is the best thing that can happen to America.
It would be, and hopefully he shuts this down. Right now they're 4-0 when she's there. Hopefully it's 4-1 after. And I hope, like you said, that the person stealing the show is Jordan Love.
You know how Taylor Swift doesn't become the story? Is if the Packers spank the Chiefs, because what are they going to do? You know what happens when she's on national television? It's when if Travis Kelce makes a catch, they go whoop, right up to her, and then there's Brittany Mahomes, Patrick's wife. The way to stop that is to just have a dominant performance. And I know it's a tall task. I'm just saying for the sake of America, at 7:20 at night when this thing kicks off. Beat the crap out of them.
So what you're saying is Joe Barry. Joe Barry is the person we're putting our faith in order to end this nonsense, to end this circus. It needs to be Joe Barry that needs to slow down Travis Kelce, which I do believe Joe Barry in this defense is going to slow down Travis Kelce. So, Ben, put your hopes, put your desires, put your wants and needs of not wanting to see the nonsense to the camera pan.
I'm dumb, but I'm not a fool.
I'm telling you, Joe Barry. In Joe, we trust. In Joe, and I'm talking Barry. In Joe, we trust.
So I know that you're like being serious right now.
I'm serious, and Joe we trust. Joe has done an excellent job. This defense has done an excellent job of slowing down tight ends. That's what they've been doing. They've done a great job at doing it.
Tight ends are different. Travis Kelce is a glorified wide receiver.
Listen,
who on the Packers defense can stop Travis Kelce?
I don't listen.
And the Packers play a lot of zone.
It's a team effort.
You know who's going to be able to find the soft spot of the zone that we've seen a lot of people run across?
It's a team effort. It is a team effort. There is a team effort that the Packers are going to employ. And literally, you have to stop Patrick Mahomes, and you have to take away Travis Kelce. If you're able to take away Travis Kelce, you have an opportunity to win this football game.
I agree.
It's not rocket science. That's what it comes down to.
Rice and MVS and Juju and all those other guys beat us.
Exactly. Let the other guys beat you. Say it again.
I'm saying it because I don't want the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift to take over.
And so that's the thing. So when they go into this week, you're not even scheming up to stop Isaiah Pacheco. You're scheming up to stop Pat Mahomes. You're scheming up to stop Travis Kelce. And so my whole thing is you need to implore the fact that he cannot get open. We need to chip him. We need to have somebody shadowing him. We need to make sure that he, on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, that Travis Kelce is not the guy that he can go to complete a pass. So it is on Joe Barry to not only stop Travis Kelce, but stop the nonsense. And like I said before, in Joe, we trust.
Nick chimes in, Joe Barry going to stop Kelce? Question mark, exclamation, emoji, emoji, emoji. Yeah, see, like, again, I agree with Kyle. The best way to stop the circus is going to be stopping Travis Kelce. You stop Travis Kelce, there's no camera pans to Taylor Swift.
That's what you got to do.
Because camera pans aren't fun when you pan to the person and then they're just like sitting there with their little stone face, little frown. If Travis Kelce goes for a big catch, you get the obnoxious, basic, and everyone eats it up. It goes on your social medias, then you got to see it again. Joe Barry is Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's our only hope.
I hope so. Him and the players that he's coaching up this week. I want Quay to pop Travis Kelce just one good time. Coming across the middle, get a little pop in on him.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get physical with him.
Thinking about it, the best matchup for Travis Kelce is probably.
I mean, he's not.
That's
I mean,
tough.
when you talk about linebackers,
there's actually no good matchup for Travis Kelce.
But that's why you have to scheme it up.
Yeah, you got to treat him like a wide receiver one.
No, he is a wide receiver.
I know
one.
he's a glorified wide receiver.
No, he's a wide receiver one. When you look at the end of the season, when you look at yards, when you look at catches, when you look at touchdowns, Travis Kelce is not just number one for tight end. He's always up there for all of receiving weapons. You treat him exactly like that. We talked about Justin Jefferson and what we're doing with him before. No, you need to treat him exactly how you treat Justin Jefferson because Travis Kelce has proven he has been doing it longer than what Justin Jefferson has been doing it. So I'm telling you right now, they can slow him down because he's the focal point of that offense, and they should be stopping that in the passing game.
800-990-3776. That's where you can call us and let us know who's going to steal the show. Or you can go on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and get streaming Kyle Bruston Nortman. That's where the comments are flowing because the text line is down.
You should. Would you be willing to donate not $100?
I mean, goodness gracious, I'm already $100 on every Jordan Love touchdown.
$10 for every time they pan to Taylor.
Or why don't you do that?
Wait. Why don't? No.
I got the donation page up.
Oh, how about this? For all the Taylor Swift fans in our office, or anybody who likes Taylor Swift, you ain't got to be a big fan, but somebody says, I enjoy her music. How about this? You go to Touchdowns for Love.
Touchdownsforlove.com.
Touchdownsforlove.com. And every time they pan to Taylor Swift, you donate $10 for a good cause. Why not? If you're going to sit here and cheer for Taylor Swift and not cheer for the Green Bay Packers, you might as well commit yourself. And so we got a lot of people who love that. Anybody that listening, you got a wife or a husband or whoever it is that likes Taylor Swift, anytime they pan to Taylor Swift, let's play a game.
Touchdownsforlove.com. That's F-O-R-E. Oh, geez. F-O-R-E 4. I'm not playing golf.
Oh, yeah, you did spell it.
Touchdowns, F-O-R. Love.com. Touchdownsforlove.com is where you can donate to Guardian Against Cancer, where all of the funds stay here in Wisconsin. We got a great idea coming in here. Since she's going to be there and it is Sunday Night Football, why don't we ask her to sing the national anthem? That's from Shane on YouTube. Because she's got no vocals, as Kyle and I have discussed.
It'd be like listening to Fergie try to do the national anthem again.
Oh, God.
For the brave.
Coming up next, I'm going to save the Kohl Center. Wisconsin Marquette, a top 5 ranked Marquette team coming to the Kohl Center tomorrow morning. I'll be there, and I think the environment in the Kohl Center needs to be better. We talk about Camp Randall a lot, but it's time to fix the Kohl Center. Save the Kohl Center. Ben Brust saves the Kohl Center. Coming up next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Ben, I've been a fan of you since Scalzo and Brust was on the air. You kind of are like a Pat McAfee for the ESPN Milwaukee. You kind of revolutionized this this channel and stuff. And so I love KBN. I listen on the podcast a lot.
Leo, I'm here for you, and I appreciate everything you say. We love you listening, and you can call in every day and say that. I won't get old.
Presented by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust to tell you about one of my favorite teams in the area, Zimbrick European. For over 3 years, I've trusted them with my car buying process, and I'm never going anywhere else. From Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, their pre-owned and Sprinter vans, they have something for everyone. Don't drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary. I love the sexiest car on the lot that I found this time, a nice Zimbrick Mercedes. Find what you love. Test drive, and they will make leasing affordable. Zimbrick European.
Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home. Roofing, windows, gutters, siding, and decks. Can Legacy do it? You bet. Better prices, better warranties. Legacy always makes it easy. Go to legacy-exteriors.com. Legacy Exteriors. Just pick up the phone and let us leave a legacy on your home.
I am the fittest, healthiest, and lightest I've been in years thanks to the team at Carbon World Health. Jim Rutledge here, and I've been working with Dr. Nestor Rodriguez and his training staff for years now, and I've seen my fitness and strength increase steadily. Now I'm seeing weight loss like I've never expected thanks to semaglutide. I'm dropping fat, not muscle, with this game-changing, FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Go to carbonworldhealth.com today to learn more.
Woo! I am thirsty today. Definitely gonna need a cold one. There's the one. Now that Thanksgiving is over, I'm stocking up with all the special beers, especially from Potosi Brewing. Wonder from Potosi Brewing Company is joining me to share what they're brewing up here during the holiday season, including a special beer that's been a favorite for almost a century.
Well, it's our holiday beer. It's an easy drinkable ale, not infused with spruce tips and stuff like the other beers are. This recipe was actually our top-selling beer from 1932 to 1972. The holiday, I would say, with pork, it'd be great with pork. It'd be great with fish. Like I said, it's a light, easy-going ale, so it could go with anything.
Thanks to Wonder for hopping on and sharing the scoop on Potosi's holiday beer. You know that this time of year, you're not doing yourself or your family right if the fridge is not stocked.
At Starion Bank, they pride themselves on being a super community bank. Small enough to show they care about you and the communities they serve, while being large enough to make big things happen. With 3 Madison area branches in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona, Starion Bank is here investing in your community while offering valuable personal and business banking services. Start your experience with Starion Bank today by going to starionbank.com. Member FDIC.
At LASIK Plus, each one of our patients is unique, so we customize their journey to them.
I have a million questions about LASIK and a busy schedule.
All good. We offer free virtual consultations for just that reason.
I can't stand my contacts, but to be honest, I'm a little nervous.
We completely understand. We'll talk about treatment day, your surgeon, and what to expect.
I really need to stay within a certain budget.
We got you. LASIK Plus has financing options to get you where you need to be. From our free consultations to our patient app to our amazing staff and doctors, LASIK Plus is making your journey towards 20/20 vision all about you. Let's talk about your journey. Book your free virtual consultation at LASIK Plus today.
Right now at LASIK Plus, get 20% off LASIK in December. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes with guaranteed financing. Visit mylasicoffer.com. Must mention this promotion and be treated in December of 2023 to qualify. 20% off standard price of procedure, cannot be combined with any other offers. Go to mylasicoffer.com for details.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Who's going to steal the show? Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, or T. Swift and Kelsey? I hope Jordan Love, because that means he's slinging the pill. And as Kyle mentioned, that means that Joe Barry's stopping Travis Kelsey, which means we're not panning that camera over to the suite that Taylor Swift's in.
And Joe Barry we trust, baby. That's what we got to trust this week.
800-990-3776 is where you can call us. Text line down, so go to YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. That's where we can hear from you and read your comments. But tomorrow is a big day. It's a fun game between Wisconsin and Marquette, and it's been something that's been brewing for a while.
What's been brewing? There's a lot when you say that. There could be a lot of things you're talking about.
Well, just the Kohl Center atmosphere.
Oh.
So, as a former player of the University of Wisconsin, cool, we always had a fantastic record at the Kohl Center. And I actually attribute that more to Bo Ryan than the Kohl Center for some reason. Because, like, even when I was playing, it was still similar to, like, now. The big games were the big games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone show up and line up outside. But there are also some games in February where, you know, you might play like Penn State or whatever, and it fills like halfway all the way up. And the way it's designed in the Kohl Center, it's always sold out. The tickets are sold out, but deciding to show up is another thing. The 100 level, 200 level, 300 level just kind of goes up in a diagonal.
Yeah.
It's not like a basketball arena where it's a little bit more over you because there's hockey played there. And so with that, you have to lean in to how your building is built. And I don't give a damn anymore about the old people because I'm old, right? Like I'm getting to the point now where like I'm removed. I'm 10 years out of college.
Oh, you're old.
Like they're, you know, eventually I'm be probably you buy season tickets just because you feel like you have to, sort of thing. You want to give back.
Are you giving back to NIL yet?
Not to NIL, but to Guarding Against Cancer, Coach Guard's cancer benefit. I'm giving $100 for every Jordan Love touchdown. But my point is if you're in the stand-up, old people, that's what they do because the atmosphere is not great. Here's how you fix this. If you are somebody that's had season tickets, or you are somebody of 40 to 60 or 70 years old that loves going to Badger basketball, you know what would make you love it more is if the environment was electric every time that you went there, right? So I think if it were me, I would care less about having a good seat to just watch a basketball game in a college environment that's supposed to be jumping. Move the people out of the area where you can, in the first level, get them on one side. Get them on, like, right behind the people that sit on the courtside seats.
Yeah.
Get them behind there. Move the other people to spots that are different within the Kohl Center.
So you're
are
saying
people going to be upset initially?
Yeah.
Yes. But if you can make the environment better for every game, because, again, no student's going to want to go stand in the 200 and 300 level if it's going all the way up. Get them engaged.
Do students, are they actually that high or no?
They're high as hell.
What? Oh, so students
for
are
more
like
reasons than one.
Okay. Or they're not behind the baskets?
They're behind the baskets in the 100 level, but then they're also behind the basket in the 200 level and the 300 level.
I did not know that.
Wrap them around the area where they can be close to the action. The best experiences I had playing on the road were at Purdue, Michigan State, Illinois. You know why? Because in pregame warmups, they were there chirping me. They knew wrong facts about high school. They said I still wasn't over my girlfriend from high school.
Oh.
They said this, they said that. False or not, that was fun. It was engaging and makes those places be like, oh, that was one of my favorite places to play. And it was loud. You know why? Because who's louder? Young college kids who are drunk or whatever, or people whose voices have been used for a very long time in their life that can't yell as loud.
I mean, we know who's louder. We know who's more obnoxious because the older people just have more, sense sometimes, and they're just not there to get all out. They're there to enjoy a basketball event. And so with that,
let's find a place for them to enjoy it somewhere else in the arena.
I mean, it sounds like Madison's going to take a financial hit. Those are probably season ticket holders who are paying for those seats. Ben, how do you kind of fight that?
But like I said, the short-term loss is not as big as the long-term gain.
So you're saying that
but if you create an environment that's even better, your ticket value will go up because the demand will be there.
Okay, this is your fix. I just remember when they had this ridiculous long streak of win streaks, and the crowd seemed great there, and I'm sure it was the same type of setup that they have now. Is it just, maybe, the team needs to get more excited?
You got to evolve.
Yeah.
Or if you keep doing the same thing, it's not going to change.
Okay, I'll say this. I will say this, and we talked about this before.
Of course, when the Kohl Center first came out, people would be like, "Oh, this is awesome, going crazy," but then you realize you're like, "Huh, I'm really far away. Is this really that fun?" And there's no booze here.
Booze now. But here's the thing. I will say this. Is when I was at the UW-Madison game, the first game of the season, and they had it rocking. It was like a club. Music was blaring, blasting. The students were having a good time dancing. Fans were dancing as well. But then the old season ticket holders complained that it was too loud. They couldn't hear themselves think. They couldn't hear themselves talk and have conversation.
Be gone.
And then all of a sudden, what happened? The music and the atmosphere got lower and it wasn't as hype. It wasn't as lit. And what the Badgers proceed to do? Lose plenty of games at home. And so I'm just saying this, is that maybe you're on to something with creating a new atmosphere and playing to the generation that we have now. As a player, as a youth, as a student who wants to be attracted to go to a school, whether you're a student athlete or just a general student, going to a basketball game where the crowd
that's
is wild,
that's the other thing I was going to say. If you're a recruit, that is thank you for saying that. If you're a recruit and you go all around to these places that I'm talking about in the Big Ten, you're like, "Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is exciting. This is awesome. The students are engaged." I know Purdue, they're not very good at football, and it's kind of a nerdy school and whatnot, but they have nothing else to do in West Lafayette. So they show up right away. If you can create something that entices them to be similar to that, I'm game. If it's a short-term loss financially to create a better environment that creates better recruits, then you make it up in the long term.
Ben, if you do this and you win, that makes up for everything. Winning heals all. So I'm right there with you. I've only been to one game in the Kohl Center. It was a preseason game against the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. So it wasn't that exciting. But I'm curious to know which atmosphere was better to play in. Was it better to play at the Kohl Center against the Marquette Golden Eagles, or was it better to play at the time when you played the Bradley Center against Marquette? Which fan base seemed to be a little bit more into it?
It's always going to be the Marquette, wherever it is, Bradley Center, Fiserv Forum, because it is their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's their Super Bowl.
I'll say this. As a kid, I remember going to a Marquette game. It was when Marquette still had Travis Diener and Steve Novak, and Reese Gaines came. And I believe Reese Gaines actually may be from Wisconsin. But they came with Louisville, and they beat Marquette at home in that game. And I became a Marquette Golden Eagles fan at that time because the atmosphere was absolutely electric. As a 10-year-old kid, you're sitting there, and you're hearing the student section cheer, "Oh, oh." You get excited.
We know the cheer.
This is great. And so I will say, since that, and then I went to the Marquette versus the Badger game the last time they played here in Milwaukee. Well, no, two times ago when they played in Milwaukee when they went to overtime. That was incredible.
Went to overtime last year, too.
Oh, my goodness. It was a great atmosphere.
Seth chimes in, why not pack the students in the standing room only in the ends of the court? It seems like a fire hazard if I'm going to be a hall monitor over here. Want to get edgy, give free beer pregame students before again, I'm for it, Seth. If you are a student and you are 21 years old, fine. Let's get edgy. Let's get creative. I don't know, with the ticket purchase, and you get 2 complimentary beers with a valid ID. Now, I'm not here for the legalities. I'm here for the ideas. We'll let the others figure that out. But what I am here to figure out is how you can enjoy a weekend at home. If it is cold and the weather is bad and you don't want to cook, you don't want to clean, just put in some screaming Sicilian pizza because it is so screaming good. With 2.5 feet of stuffed crust cheese, it is amazing when you have the I'm stuffed crust cheese. You have the Thin and Crispies, the tavern style, which is at the bar. Like, you go to the bar after the games that you were growing up and you have that cracker-style crust. That's that tavern style. And the OG Screamins are amazing. From the Bessie's Revenge, which is cheese, you have the Supremus Maximus, the mother of meat, the Holy Pepperoni, and get your singing voices out, Chris and Kyle Wallace, because you always know my favorite, the Mambo Italiano. Mambo! I think we need Brad. Find your screaming pleasure in your local grocer's freezer. Austin chimes in. This is Marquette's Super Bowl. Ha ha. I mean, I hate to say it, but you're right when I think about it. Yeah, again, I understand, Austin. You don't want it to be that way, but it just is. 800-990-3776. That's the phone line, baby. That is the phone line. But the text line is now YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee because that's down. We'll be back with some Cover 5 picks. Actually, now that I've said that, we need a KBN guest picker, KBN Nation guest picker. Let's go caller 2 to make some picks, 5 picks against the spread. It could be college basketball, likely will be. We just teased Marquette, Wisconsin. We got some NFL. 800-990-3776. Let's go caller 2. Caller 2. 800-990-3776 to be the KBN guest picker for our Cover 5 challenge. You pick 5 games against the spread. Even if you know nothing about gambling, you could probably do better than the person last week who went 1-4. 800-990-3776. Cover 5 picks next.
This is Kyle Broston Nortman, KBN, presented by Bud Light.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm going to act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not Quaker, is it?
Chocolate chip pancakes with butter
organic.
and syrup that made me go, oh, baby, oatmeal ain't going to do that.
You'll be surprised. I'm going to do a variety.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Sunday. You take a morning walk to pick up burgers and beers. You tidy the house for 10 fellow football fans. And your biggest chore? Loading the Bud Light into the fridge. It all pays off because nothing is as easy to enjoy as a Sunday full of football. And beer. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Pat Rice will retire after 32 years at the helm of the Wanakee Warriors.
It's certainly something that you just don't randomly do. I'm retiring from teaching. I think one of the things to be effective and really effective at the highest level, you've got to be in the schools.
Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania is also brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management, Pasquale's Cantina, UW Credit Union, Stoughton Trailers, the GRB Academy, and Stoughton Health.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Mike Greenberg.
When I worked in Bristol, there was a little area in the caf where you would get snacks and put them in a plastic bag. When you came up, they would wave them, and that's how they would charge you. And one time, the guy behind the thing said to me, "Oh, Mr. Greenberg, you're going to have to put your nuts on the scale." I could not continue. I said to him, "How do you expect me to go back to work now? Like I'm supposed to host Sports Center tonight after you just told me to put my nuts on the scale?"
Greeny, weekdays noon to 2 on 100.5 ESPN.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
The holidays are coming quick, and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton is the place to be this holiday season. Whether you're entertaining your top clients or rewarding your favorite teammates, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton is the spot for you. And of course, if you have family in town or you're looking for a holiday dinner with your significant other, there's no better place to take them than Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. As always, don't miss that horseshoe bar, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. The best place to go, especially this holiday season.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Just another day at the pick up on the mail. They gon' channel riding through the streets, they be like they go.
Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Happy Friday to everybody out there. Hope you're enjoying your ride home or listening at your work desktop until you got to get done. You can find us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee because the text line is down. If you want to call, you can, 800-990-3776. Ben Brust here alongside Kyle Wallace, and I got to stop picking my nose on the stream. Goodness gracious. Chris Larson. Sometimes the nose hairs get a little itchy. You ever get the nose hairs and try to rip them out?
No, luckily I'm not a very hairy person, so I probably have nose hairs.
I'm not hairy either, but just for some reason nosies are growing. It's time to do our Cover 5 picks. Let's welcome in Nick in Milwaukee. Nick, happy Friday. How are you?
I'm well. How you guys doing?
Doing fantastic. Well, I lied because the KBN Nation guest picker went 0-5 last week. So you get one right, you did better.
Okay.
Let's start here. We'll go to Kyle, then Nick, then myself. And we'll text these to Brad Nortman. Let's start with the Pac-12 championship game. The end of the Pac-12 as we know it. Number 3 versus number 5. Oregon is minus 9.5 against Washington. That is tonight.
9.5.
That is tonight.
Washington. My goodness, I believe in the first game it was close. I don't know how it
was very close game.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna pick Oregon to cover. My goodness. It's a huge spread. Huge spread. I'm picking Oregon to cover that spread.
All right, let's go to Nick.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, everything tells me to take Oregon. I bet them last weekend as well. They're so electric, but I like Michael Penix. I just have since he was at Indiana for some reason.
Plus 9. I mean, he was really good at Indiana, too. He made them special.
I'll take Washington. Let's move to the Big Ten championship game.
Wait, where are the standings at? Do you know?
Yeah, I'll get him in a little bit. Let's just keep on rolling. I'll get him after Nick gets off the line here. Let's go to the Big Ten championship game, which everyone's waiting to watch. Just two defensive beasts. Michigan versus Iowa. Michigan minus 22 in the Big Ten championship game, and a great way to show why the Big Ten West has stunk all these years.
You know what? This is going to be very, very close. I'm going to go with Michigan. The only reason I'm going with Michigan is because Iowa can't score. They cannot score. And so even if they only allow 24 points, they may not score any points. So I'm going to go with Michigan to cover 22 only because of the fact that Iowa isn't a normal offensive football team. And it's not like they're going to score like 14 points, so it's 35 to 14 or whatever it is. I'm going to go with Iowa. I'm going to go with Michigan to cover.
Hit us, Nick.
Yeah, I like Michigan as well. I think they kill them.
You know, like whenever I hear someone say they can't score, football's such a weird game. All it takes is one fumble at the right spot. You know what Iowa has good? Special teams.
They have phenomenal special teams.
I'm just saying 22 is a lot for a team where it could be a very quick game. They're good at defense, flip the field, luck their way into a touchdown. They are not going to win this football game, but I will take Iowa plus 22. Let's move.
You know what happened when they played Penn State?
I know. Again, week by week league. It always is. Let's go to college hoops. It's tomorrow, Nick. Tomorrow. Actually, excuse me, starts Kyle. Marquette minus 2.5 at the Kohl Center.
Oh, this is tough.
You keep saying, of course it's tough. It's gambling. It's hard.
I'm saying this is tough. So Marquette's picked to win against the Wisconsin Badgers at home. Ben, who won last year?
Wisconsin.
I think Marquette is going to beat Wisconsin again this year. I'm a Badger fan, but I'm going to go with the Golden Eagles. I'm a bandwagon Marquette fan, and I think I'm going to hop on the bandwagon and ride with Shaka and ride with this number 3 team in the nation. And the Marquette Golden Eagles.
Fraud. Shut his mic off.
I'm just being honest, man. Wisconsin hasn't proven anything yet. And so until Wisconsin proves something, I can't pick them. I picked them to beat
Fort Myers tip-off champions.
Yeah, exactly.
Nick in Milwaukee, what do you got?
So you guys are going to think I'm just copying him, but I'm not. Like, I make up my mind before he even opens his mouth. But I like Marquette.
All righty.
Smart man, Nick.
So full transparency, I think I like Marquette in this game, but I can't do it. So I will go with Wisconsin.
Say what?
I can't pick them.
You can't pick them. All right. So what's on the line, Kim?
If Marquette wins, I'll be standing outside the Al McGuire Center in a cheerleading outfit.
It should be the Kohl Center. I want to do an audible. I want to try to.
You can't. Jen and I already. This isn't your deal. It's mine.
Gosh. Oh, okay. I see how you do it.
All right, let's go over to the NFL. We'll end with the Green Bay Packers, but we'll go here to what I think is an intriguing game. It is the best game of the slate, in my opinion. The 49ers are against the Eagles in Philadelphia. San Fran, -3.5 against the 10-1 Eagles, who continue to find ways to win.
Where's this game at?
I just said Philadelphia.
Okay,
if you listen, I see you looking out the windows.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to think. I was spacing out, trying to think what I want to do, and then the 49ers popped up there. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 10-1, playing hot right now, and the 49ers have found their stroke. I'm going to go with the 49ers here to cover.
Hit us, Nick.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right, that's the first one that Kyle and Nick have been different. I'm with Nick here. I feel like each week everyone's like, oh, this is the week the Eagles go down, because they have showed like that they're in a ton of tight games, but they also showed the ability to find ways to win. Damn, I love San Fran though.
Yeah, which team do you think is better?
I do. I think San Fran's better, and they're
ever since they got Chase Young, all of a sudden,
give me San Fran. I believe in them too much to pick against them here. And lastly, Kyle, your Green Bay Packers +6 against the Kansas City Chiefs.
I told y'all, there's something special brewing in Green Bay. Jordan Love is starting to get everybody on the Love train. We've figured out how to be a decent offense. The young guys are figuring out how to run routes. The offensive line is starting to block. The defense is coming alive. Rashawn Gary's balling. Goody may have gotten it right, baby. So we're going to ride this train. We're going to end that circus and that clown show of the Swift stuff on Sunday as Joe Barry, the Green Bay Packers, Matt LaFleur lead the Packers to cover on Sunday.
Nick.
So I'm a gigantic Packers fan, but I feel like they always let me down this year. So I'm going to take the Chiefs.
We riding high, Nick. They just beat the Lions,
I think that's why Nick is doing this.
You had a good Thanksgiving, Nick.
Nick, thank you for participating and being the KBN Nation guest picker. Stay tuned for next Friday to see how you did. I'm sure he'll remember his picks, though.
So now you got to figure out what you want to do, huh? What you feeling, man? What's deep down in your heart?
I mean, when I called my shot, I really do believe the Chiefs find a way to win. I think this is a tough spot after such a big win against an 8-2 Lions team. Whether you believe the Lions are good or not, it was a big mental hurdle for this Packers team because they had not beat a team over 500. So this is a really tough spot when you're riding high. I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
It's okay.
But it's still the cover aspect.
Don't ever put that jersey on. Until you become a real believer, don't put that jersey
on. You picked against the Packers 2 weeks ago.
I picked against the Packers when they were with the Rams to cover against the Rams.
You picked Pittsburgh.
I picked Pittsburgh.
That's right, Pittsburgh.
I picked Pittsburgh. I picked Pittsburgh.
Oh, Chris, what do I do? You choose.
I'm going to have you take Green Bay +6 because you're going love touchdowns. We got to keep that rolling,
You know what? If I'm paying $100 per rushing and passing touchdown, Let's go with +6.
All right, +6. Touchdownsforlove.com, baby.
Touchdownsforlove.com. That's it for the Cover 5 picks. Coming up next, our guys in Madison, Rutledge, and Hamilton. Of course, Hamilton's not there, but we do a little crosstalk coming up next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, presented by Bud Light.
This is a complete joke. The fact that y'all think that Taylor Swift has more universal appeal than Usher is ridiculous.
I'm stunned you're against that.
No, I'm just confused. I didn't realize that. Oh, 4
Did you
pop
know
songs.
there's more people in the world than Kyle that have judgments of music?
Maybe I just need to get out more. You know what I'm saying? I thought I grew up in a suburban environment that allowed me to understand different people, but something is up with y'all.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. Wisconsin men's basketball coach Greg Gard was on Kyle Bruston Norton